Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. SARS and SARS protest has been ongoing for a while now. Some places in some part of the country is almost now like a carnival of some sort. In other places, it's really indeed a protest. Well, right now as we speak, some of the priests, some of the clergymen have warned the federal government that they should please do something now before the secession agitators would take over the protest and turn it into a full-blown revolution and destruction of the country. But before we go into the news proper to find out what the indigenous people of Biafra have done and are about to do, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the Ipob, indigenous people of Biafra, are actually hailing Nigerian youth for what they are doing, and they have decided to do another hashtag over this matter, where the indigenous people of Biafra have applauded the Nigerian youth for launching #EndSARS now revolution. It has however charged them to take it a notch further by making it End Nigeria now. It is said he said this through its media and publicity secretary, Comrade Ima Powerful. In a press release made available to the reporter, it alleged that SARS are lenient to criminals but brutal to their so-called citizens, adding that SARS only got a new name and was not scrapped. The release reads in full: "We, the global movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by our great leader Nnamdi Kanu, wish to commend the Nigerian youth for waking up from their slumber to demand justice and rescue their future from strangers. IPOB give kudos to all those involved in the ongoing EndSARS protests all over the British-created contraption. We are happy that at last the youth of this generation have come to terms with the brutal reality of life in Nigeria, which we saw many years back. We want those unscrupulous individuals and groups who are busy congratulating an impostor, Mohammed Yusuf Abubakar, currently parading himself as the president of Nigeria, and the Inspector General of Police for scrapping SARS, while Nigerian Army, Police, and other security outfits are still busy shooting and slaughtering innocent protesters in every state of Nigeria. Nigerian security personnel are lenient to criminals but brutal to their so-called citizens. A look at the video of army brutality published on the social media handles of our leader will make the most ardent one Nigerianists think twice about reciting the national anthem. These sycophants congratulating this version of Buhari for scrapping SARS should stop doing so, because nobody has scrapped SARS. What they did was to give it a new name, SWAT. The Nigerian government and the Inspector General of Police simply poured old wine into a new bottle. The deceit should not be tolerated by any right-thinking person. The Senate President, Speaker of the House of Representatives, the ruling APC party, and other individuals congratulating their newest version of Buhari and IGP for scrapping the criminal units of the police are not sincere. They must apologize to the people for this international embarrassment. The sycophants' congratulations are mockery of the blood of the innocent victims of SARS and other overzealous security personnel in the country. IPOB is calling on all the families of victims of extrajudicial killings, particularly those killed during the ongoing EndSARS protests, to come out and show their grievances to the world, Nigerian government, and also to the police. The protest should continue until the right things are effected. Nigerian youth must not relent in fighting these criminals who abandoned all their responsibilities in dealing with armed robbers, kidnappers, ritualists, and evildoers, and resorting to chasing after innocent people who already encumbered with hardship caused by this present government led by the Fulani cabal in Nigeria. We must end Nigeria now to enable everyone enjoy true freedom. Hashtag EndSARS protest should graduate to hashtag End Nigeria now. The youth must continue until they get results. In the 9-1 further to say Aso Rock is empty, the cabal running the country in the name of Buhari is already jittery because it knows the implication of having aggrieved youth on the street. Youth shouldn't give up or allow any compromise. The protesters should demand the identity of the man in Aso Rock. All right, that's basically what they're saying. But let's quickly see what Nigerians are saying concerning this matter. Don't forget that IPOB, which is the Indigenous People of Biafra, that's what it totally means. They are looking for a country. They are already tired of the country called Nigeria. And now the clergymen are warning that look, the federal government, whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're doing, you gotta do it very quick. Okay, you gotta make it very fast because there are people who want to leave this country and they've been agitating. They are not looking for restructuring. There are some persons looking for restructuring, but this particular set of group are looking to leave the country, break out totally, end Nigeria, and have their own group. The likes of the Dual Republic, in the likes of the Biafra, IPOB, and all that. And now they're saying, look, do this thing timely, ensure that people that are off the street meet their demands so that the secessionist agitators don't come in and worsen the situation. Well, you've heard what the IPOB people are saying. Say, look, we graduate it a bit further. You've done well in saying hashtag EndSARS now, but move it over to hashtag End Nigeria now. And that's quite a big one, though. And don't forget that over time, IPOB have always been wanted out of this country. And this is honestly is a rare opportunity. It doesn't come often that Nigerian youth will be on the street protesting. So it's honestly with what the clergymen are saying, obviously, is an opportunity that any secessionist group would love to grab on. But let's hear what Nigerians are saying concerning this matter. This one here is saying, the reason I listen to MNK, that's Mazen Kanu, if you know him, you will know he doesn't support evil. If everybody will be treated with fairness in Nigeria, MNK will support it. This one here is saying, fire on the mountain, make ASU reject any deal from federal government, make them tell them say, make them make rebuild all hostels in federal university. Okay. This one here is saying, if the youth will sustain the momentum for two more weeks, they deserve applaud. I believe everybody will soon come around and understand the solution to our problem from IPB perspective. This one here is saying nice one. This one here is saying, with this, I hope this regime won't tag all the protesters IPOB. This one here is saying, this is serious. There are jokers everywhere. End protest now. Let the government do their job. This one here is restructure or divide the country. This one here is say, go divide them now. End protest now. Let the government do their job. Nigerians are some part of persons are saying, look, we don't want the protest. The protest is getting on very high. This one here is saying, trash. Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB can't have their way. Wow. This one here is saying, I'm disappointed with this IPOB. A lot of their members are illegally detained all across Nigeria. I was expected they would be at the forefront agitating for their release. Really disappointed in Kanu and his IPOB. Okay, what this one is saying is that he found out that some IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra members, have been detained illegally. Don't mind the English, I try understanding what he's trying to write here. He's saying that some of IPOB members were detained illegally, that he is disappointed in IPOB members in Nigeria, that he expected that IPOB members should have been on the forefront of the street agitation or the protest, demanding for the release of their members cut across every part of the country. Now the question is, if they do that, they will even pick them the more because they will just say everybody's IPOB. All right, so this kind of protest demands a lot of tact. Okay, you don't, so that people don't begin to say now the protest is no longer, it's been hijacked by IPOB. Right now, everybody sees this as Nigerians protesting for betterment of Nigeria, protesting for EndSARS and police reform. But if IPOB joins in the protest, it's going to take a different dimension. Okay, because they begin to say that the secessionist group have hijacked the protest, that for that reason the protest must end and they have to protect the sovereignty of Nigeria and all that. So for me, so that the whole aim of this whole protest will not be defeated, I would say that IPOB, Oduduwa Republic, and as many other groups that are agitating for a nation should just sit back on the sideline and observe, so that at the end of the day, it won't be tagged that it has been hijacked by the secessionist group. But I would want to say, thumbs up to Nigerian youth, honestly, for standing up. At least, they've always been tagging them lazy Nigerian youth, but at least for this time around, at least this time around, nobody's going to term Nigerian youth lazy anymore, because they have shown that they are actually alive and they are revived. That's what we're going to wrap it up. What's your take on what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying concerning this matter? That it shouldn't just be hashtag EndSARS, but it should be hashtag End Nigeria. If you ask me, a lot of Nigerians won't want to do hashtag End Nigeria, but right now they want to take it one step at a time. Let's interact in the comment section.